Welcome to this explainer on what is, without a doubt, the most anticipated entertainment release in history. After what feels like a grueling, decade-long wait, and honestly, a relentless rumor mill, Grand Theft Auto 6 is finally right around the corner. The hype is literally everywhere, but you know what else is? Misinformation.
So, what do we actually know? Well, our goal today is to just cut right through all that noise. We're going to break down the confirmed details, dig into the imminent rumors, and unpack the major controversies surrounding this massive game. And we're doing it using only the concrete info we actually have in front of us. All right, let's get into Section 1. The countdown begins. Okay, so let's take a look at this timeline. Since today is August 5th, the timing right now is absolutely critical. Tomorrow is August 6th, which perfectly lines up with the famous Rockstar Thursday pattern for major marketing reveals. And look, this is no coincidence. It falls right before Friday's massive earnings call for their parent company, Take-Two Interactive. We've even had reputable insiders like Nate the Hate-2 hinting that an August update is coming, and Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick recently made headlines saying he wants to wake them up with a trailer. And of course, anchoring this whole timeline on the right side is our confirmed launch date, November 19th, 2026, for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And this brilliantly illustrates your auctions heading into that November launch. You basically have two paths, the Standard Edition at $79.99 and the Ultimate Edition at $99.99. But that $20 premium, it isn't just cosmetic. It actually includes extra story content woven right into Jason and Lucia's narrative. Now, both tiers will snag you the vintage Vice City pack and a month of GTA Plus if you order before November 20th. But honestly, arguably the biggest takeaway for you day one players is that November 12th preload date. You can get this massive file installed and ready to go a full week before it unlocks. Although how you actually buy this game has sparked a bit of a firestorm. Which brings us to Section 2, the digital-only debate. So when pre-orders opened, Rockstar dropped a detail that completely sent shockwaves through the community. If you buy the quote-unquote physical edition of GTA 6, it won't actually contain a disc. Nope. Instead, players are going to receive a physical, empty plastic case holding nothing but a single-use digital download code. To really understand the backlash here, just take a look at this reaction from Ben, a well-known UK-based gamer and GTA content creator. He said his initial reaction was one of confusion and shock. And man, that echoes a massive segment of the fan base. The frustration is entirely practical, right? Without a physical disc, you can't lend the game to your friends, and you completely lose the ability to resell it secondhand. Essentially, you're buying a license, not a physical asset. But let's balance this debate with some hard numbers. The reality of today's market is that digital sales absolutely dominate. Over 50% of US Xbox Series consoles and over a quarter of PS5s out there don't even have a disc drive. So while some retailers are actually pushing back and refusing to stock an empty box, prominent games analyst Matt Piscatella points out that this lack of a disc probably won't put a dent in GTA 6's massive sales at all. The industry is shifting, and one of the biggest franchises in history is just confidently leading the charge. Let's move to Section 3, playing in Leonida, and see how this builds. Right now, Sony is aggressively claiming GTA 6 plays best on PS5, and they're leaning heavily on hardware integration to prove it. They are promising a deeply immersive experience. We're talking DualSense haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, so you'll actually feel the physical resistance when you're driving or shooting. Pair that with an integrated speaker for an added dimension, Tempest 3D audio, and near-instant load times thanks to that ultra-high-speed SSD, and wow, it paints a pretty compelling picture. Now, to be clear, the game still launches fully on Xbox Series X and S, but with unconfirmed rumors of a PS5 Pro enhanced version swirling around, Sony is trying very hard to position their console as the definitive place to play. So, the crucial point is where exactly we'll be playing. Welcome to Leonida. Rockstar has officially confirmed this game marks a long-awaited return to the Vice City region, but expanded outward into a massive state. They're calling this the biggest, most expansive evolution of the series yet, taking those classic neon-soaked streets we all remember and bringing them into a truly breathtaking modern scale. And get this, that massive state will be navigated through a dual perspective. We're going to be exploring Leonida through the eyes of two confirmed protagonists, Jason and Lucia. It's going to bring this incredibly dynamic, intertwined narrative right into the chaos of the open world. So just how expansive is this world? Well, fans have literally turned into full-blown detectives to find out. Take a look at this incredible sequence. In a recent GTA Online update, players found what looked like a completely random abstract painting.
Step 1, they found the art. Step 2, they zoomed in and cropped it. Step 3, they rotated and mirrored the image. And Step 4, boom. It revealed a hidden landmass that perfectly matches fan-made projections of the Leonardo map, outlining regions like Vice City, Vice Beach, and Port Calhoun. Now, whether this is a deliberate Rockstar Easter egg or just fans seeing patterns that aren't really there, it brilliantly showcases the intense scrutiny every single pixel of this franchise is under right now. All right, on to Section 4, bans and blockbuster sales. Now, despite all this record-breaking hype, the franchise still faces severe international scrutiny. Entire nations are already pushing back against the game's mature criminal themes. For instance, Tajikistan has issued a total ban on the franchise, warning that it promotes violence and theft, which actually follows up on their 2024 bans of similar games. Meanwhile, Thailand is maintaining its strict, full ban on GTA stemming from a 2008 criminal case. Countries like Malaysia are imposing restrictions on the mature content, and places like Germany and Australia historically demand heavily censored or edited versions to even allow the game within their borders.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this number right here, 25 million. That is the staggering, unprecedented number of copies industry analysts project GTA 6 could sell on its release day alone. Let that sink in. The gravity of that number is so immense that other major video game publishers are actively delaying their own carefully planned releases, literally just to avoid being crushed in Rockstar's wake.
So, all eyes right now are glued to August 6th, waiting to see if Trailer 3 is going to finally break the internet once again. But as we look toward that November 19th launch, I just have to ask you, with the industry actively removing physical media from the equation, are you comfortably going all digital, or are you genuinely going to miss owning that physical disc? It's a question that defines not just this launch, but really the entire future of gaming itself. Thanks for joining this explainer.